me get this clear, cause I had no idea. It's too much, I feel like I did too much. Let's get money on, yeah, I need all.
Good morning, it's time for breakfast. I'm feeling really tired this morning. I'm gonna cut this mango and then I'm gonna make some avocado toast. Ooh, avocado toast time. You guys know the drill. 1 avocado for 2 pieces of toast. I'm using Dave's Killer Bread. Now for my favorite part, recipe on my Insta. I'm so excited! Add some lemon juice, and then add some everything but the bagel seasoning, some lemon pepper, and some red pepper flakes for a little heat. Okay, now we're just gonna transfer it to the mango plate. Oh my god, bitch, look how pretty. Okay, breakfast is served. Mukbang time. Oh.
Barbecue buffalo cauliflower steak, season it for goodness sake. Barbecue buffalo cauliflower steak, dip in vegan egg and batter, then you bake. And when you're done, dig on in and enjoy, my loves.
I'm in the mood for tacos, so we're gonna make one of the most popular recipes on my blog. Vegan birria, let's go. California chilies, guajillo chilies, chile de árbol. Soak in hot water for 30 minutes. Preheat oven to high broil. Onion, garlic, toss with a bit of oil, and broil for 30 minutes. Oyster mushroom, shred them like this. Vegetable oil, apple cider vinegar, garlic powder, and salt. Massage it all in with your hands. Cover and marinate 1 hour. High-speed blender, roasted garlic, roasted onion, whole peppercorns, whole cloves, cumin seed, Mexican oregano, cinnamon, allspice, broth, rehydrated chili. Cover and blend till smooth. Transfer to a medium saucepan. More broth, vegetable oil, medium-low heat. Simmer the consommé for 1 hour. Medium pan, medium-high heat. Cook mushrooms 15 minutes. Add some consommé. Make quesadilla tacos with your favorite vegan cheese. Serve with fresh lime, extra consommé, cilantro, and onion. And these are vegan birria tacos. Cheers.
To share how I make my vegan Beyond Beef lumpias. Lumpia is my favorite Filipino dish, but because I decided to become an embarrassment to my family and turn pescatarian, I missed it so much that I decided to make my own recipe. Grab your plant-based protein. These are the veggies that I use, and you just want to finely chop them up. Mix everything together in a large bowl except for your green onions. I leave that last. Add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, or however you like it, and mix everything together. Unlike traditional lumpia, I actually cook the filling beforehand because plant-based protein cooks differently than real meat. And after about 5-6 minutes, it should be done, and you can add in your green onions. Throw it in a bowl to let it cool or let it vibe to the side, as Newt would say. This is the lumpia wrapper that I use, and I just cut it in half. Add half a spoon of filling to the end of the wrapper, and I like to use the fold and pull method just to make sure it's tight. I fold halfway down, hold in the edges, and continue to roll and seal the end with some water. Quick family photo. Then throw your children that you worked so hard on and that you broke your back for in some oil. Let it fry until it reaches this really pretty golden color. Dip it in some sweet and sour sauce and enjoy.
I know what you're thinking, this looks like a dinosaur egg, but it's actually jackfruit. I'm attempting to make vegan pulled pork sliders for the first time. Let's see how it goes. I season with cumin, paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder and salt, and simmered in my own homemade barbecue sauce. For the coleslaw, I did a shortcut and bought a rainbow salad, and then I added balsamic vinaigrette. And I'm using Hawaiian rolls as my buns. Jackfruit is very meaty and fibrous, which makes it a great substitute for meat. If you can't find fresh, you can always buy canned. This is my first time trying vegan jackfruit sliders. I tried it, I liked it, and will make it again.
Right, so basically, you know when you get bananas and they're all brown and squishy and you think about throwing them away? Don't. Instead, break them up into little pieces and put them in a blender. I'm using a NutriBullet, but you don't have to, obviously. Then get a couple of oats, brand and everything, obviously doesn't matter. Put them in the blender and make sure to spill them everywhere, really important step. Next, get your plant-based milk. I'm using soya, but any works. About 1/4 to 1/2 of a cup, make sure to spill it again, key step. Add it to the blender. I'm then going in with a tablespoon of flax seeds, no it's a teaspoon, some omega-3s, but you don't have to. Blend it and add some milk if you think it needs to be a little bit thinner. Put oil or vegan butter or this spray thing in a pan. pour your mixture in and then get your toppings ready. I've gone with banana, blueberry and strawberry as per. Then when it starts to get some bubbles in the middle and it's all like hardening on the sides, flip it over, look at her. Chop up your toppings, plate it up to make it look good for Instagram. Keep making pancakes. This mix you should make about 4. Maple syrup, granola, the lot, and there you go. Look at that.
But with a little help from my friends, I found a light in the tunnel at the end. Now you're calling me up on the phone, so you can have a little wine and a moan. It's only because you're feeling alone. At first,
My sisters are in town, and even though it's 100 degrees outside, they requested albondigas for dinner, so that's what we're making. Let's go. Short grain rice, hot water, set aside and soak for 20 minutes. Drain rice, vegan ground beef. I'm using this stuff. Soaked rice, vegan egg, breadcrumbs, onion, cilantro, cumin, oregano, garlic, and salt. Mix it well with your hands. Form into 1-inch meatballs like so. Place in the fridge while you make the soup. Medium heat. Vegetable oil, onion, jalapeno. Saute, stirring often about 6-7 minutes. Garlic, oregano, cumin. Mix it up and cook another 2 minutes. Prepared salt. Increase heat to. She's starting to simmer. Reduce heat to medium-low. Gently place in albondigas. Simmer uncovered 15 minutes. Crushed tomatoes, potatoes. Simmer another 10 minutes. Carrots, zucchini, squash. More cilantro. Simmer another 10 minutes. More cilantro, fresh lemon or lime. And that is vegan albondigas. Cheers!
What's up, guys? I'm gonna put you guys on my favorite vegan dessert ever, edible cookie dough. I like to make my own oat flour, but you can use regular if you'd like. Brown sugar, vanilla, salt, coconut oil, almond milk, and water. Don't forget your vegan chocolate chips, blend it all up, and I promise this is the best thing ever.
Right, it's a grey Sunday and I'm a slut for soup, so we're making some tomato soup. First you want to chop all your cherry tomatoes in half and add a wee bit of oil, then salt and pepper. You don't have to cut them in half, but they cook quicker if you cut them in half. So you're just going to pop these in the oven for like 20 minutes. While this is happening, you're going to chop up some onion and add some garlic and saute this in a pan. Then I added some grated carrot, just gave this a good stir until it was all soft. Then I added some chili flakes, some more salt and some more pepper, gave that a good stir. Then you're going to want to get some vegetable stock, add that in and give that a big old stir until everything's combined. If you take anything away from this video, put balsamic glaze in any tomato based thing. Thank me later. When the tomatoes start to look like this, you're going to take them out and add them to the mix. You're going to give this a big stir. It looks a bit grim, but just trust the process. I then added more garlic powder to this. Then I popped it into the blender. No, never. I added water and then I popped it into the blender, blended that up, and then I added a wee bit soy cream just to give it a wee bit more colour. Then I served it up just with some more chili flakes and a tiny wee bit more soy.
There's only one thing I like more than whipped matcha, and that's blue whipped matcha. So today I'm partnering with my loves at Garage Clothing, and we're going to show you how to make it. First, you're going to grab a can of coconut milk that you left in the fridge overnight and add it to a bowl. It's going to be really thick and creamy. Now you're going to add 1 packet of matcha powder and 1 spoonful of blue spirulina, which is a really healthy powder you can get almost anywhere, and this is what they use in smoothie bowls to get that really pretty color. Then I took some agave syrup, which I found out was very liquidy and sweet enough to feed a hummingbird, which does not mean you should eat it by the spoonful. But you're going to add that in and you're going to whip this all up with a fork, and it's going to turn this beautiful robin eggs blue color and fluffy and amazing. And now you're going to shake up some milk. Remember to shake with it so it doesn't get lonely, and you're going to add a handful of ice to a glass along with half a cup of milk and top it off with your whipped matcha. And now you can add a straw to stir it up, and it looks like you've got a cute little blue cloud in a jar, and I love it so much. And it actually tastes really good too.
Today we're going to turn watermelon into tuna. My last video was super controversial, so today we're making a tuna tartare for the vegans, vegetarians, and people who aren't comfortable eating raw meat. This dish will have the same texture and flavors as tuna, but we'll use no meat. We'll take some watermelon and marinate it in sesame oil, soy sauce, red pepper flakes, and some neutral oil for 6 hours. Then we'll put our watermelon into a baking dish, save some of that marinade for later, and place it into the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour. When we're done, just look at the texture of this watermelon. We'll glaze some of the remaining marinade over and then dip it in some sesame seeds, and bam! Watermelon tuna that looks amazing and tastes amazing as well. Genuinely, this is one of the first times that I've been mind blown by something I've cooked. I can't believe how similar it is to tuna despite being a vegan dish, so definitely try it out.
I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. to an end. Look at me now. Will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire inside my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again.
The secret to making an extra smooth hummus is to remove the outer skin, and if you don't want to do it, that's what your kids are for. This extra step is a little bit tedious, but I definitely recommend it because it does make a difference. In the food processor, we have 1 canned chickpeas and some tahini. I'm definitely eyeballing that. Olive oil and some fresh squeezed lemon juice. For seasonings, salt, cumin, and garlic powder. You could use fresh garlic, but my kids will not eat that. Blend once and then add a little bit of ice water to make it extra smooth. A little bit more oil and sprinkle some paprika.
I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now. Will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control.
Hey everyone, so I am making my favorite little refreshing snack, spring rolls. You're going to start by moistening up your little spring roll paper and you're going to throw some cream cheese on there. My favorite vegan cream cheese is Tofutti. I think it's just the best. And don't cancel me, but I absolutely hate this just Chipotle mayo. Oh my god, it's just the worst taste. It's simply for aesthetics. Everything bagel seasoning, of course, garlic salt, of course, and freshly cracked pepper because that just totally enhances the flavor. And then you're going to add some avocados and you're going to add basically all the veggies that you had left over for the week that you don't want to throw out on your Friday grocery trip. So you are just going to add whatever you like. I always use just really crunchy vegetables and then I end it with spinach on top because it wraps it all together in my opinion. And I forgot to put the scallions in there, so I just threw them on top because who really cares at this point. And get ready for my awful rolling skills. So there's that. Totally terrible, but it's so cute. Oh my god.
I am not a vegan, but I try to go vegan for at least 4 days a month. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I eat plant-based, I find peace. I do crave meat, that's why I couldn't be a vegan yet. In my culture, we believe that every single animal was human in their past life. And because they did some serious mistakes, that's why they become animal in this life. I do love animal, but maybe my love is not strong enough so that I could stop eating them. I want to be happier and healthier, so I will try my best to eat plant-based as much as I can.
My boyfriend loves to buy Cool Ranch Doritos because he knows they're not vegan and he knows I can't get my hands into them. So we're going to make our own vegan Doritos. Corn tortillas. If you say tortillas, please just stop. So usually you baste the oil on, but I don't got a basty thing, so I'm going to use a spoon. Get both sides. Now we're going to cut these into chip-like sections. Like this. Okay, Probably don't put them as crowded like this, but we gotta get another pan because this is a lot. In the meantime, let's make our seasoning. Tablespoon of nutritional yeast, teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons dry chive, about a teaspoon of chili powder, a little bit of parsley, and about a teaspoon of adobo. Very salty, be careful. Stir this up and then bake your chips for about 12 minutes, flipping about halfway through. Transfer the chips to a bowl. I'm gonna give them a light spray of this so the seasoning sticks better. Add your seasoning. Shaky, shaky. Just savor it. Just take a good look.